So last session, there was a short but consequential Yuan-Ti invasion of the Blacksteel Isles.
What?
Yes.
What put are we on top of each other piled in this
Yeah,
order?
sort
of. Who's on top of me? Anyone?
You're sort of sandwiched in between. You're on the bottom. You're in between. Pluck is sort of draped his feathers on top of you.
Get off me! Pluck, not now! Damn it!
Pluck's just holding on for dear life. It's
I push him off completely.
Oh, Pluck, also, as you're being pushed off, you notice your bracelet is missing.
The wand bracelet?
Yeah.
Oh, the
it's
good
missing.
one.
The good one, it's gone.
The fuck happened?
I don't know. I don't care. Come on.
What do you do? Expecting you, right?
Oh, Wurblund.
Should I ask?
Of course! Ask away! What could your old buddy Duraxis be doing in the bowels of some slave ship?
I thought you were dead.
Oh, yeah, that was the plan. You never put your faith in me, Wurblund. You never gave me the task that suited my demeanor, my standing in life.
Maybe because you were so bloody brash. Couldn't keep a secret either, so we put you on guard, didn't we?
I could so!
And he stands up and he slams his flail into the ground. And he stands to his full 7 feet tall, this hulking armored beast.
Pluck leans over. I'm there, right?
Yeah.
He leans over to Warbler and he's like, so you know this guy?
I'm his old boss.
Warblin, do you need...
Groupings paying me a heap of cash for your head. You think it was a big secret that you didn't make it to Steelwall Isle, huh? The garrison that was supposed to receive you never reported a deep gnome coming in. So, what's between Thizbanar and the garrison? Let me think. Oh, this bloody island.
Congratulations, Duraxis. You've actually done something correct for once.
Oh, thanks. It was pretty smart. Oh, you're joking. See, that's the thing. That's the thing.
It was all light-hearted. You were in the company, and that meant you were a brother to us, and you knew that.
Oh, you never treated me like a brother. All of you made fun of me, making fun of Duraxis day in, day out. Oh, who's making fun of who now, Wurblund?
I'm not making fun of you.
Shut up!
Tal is still very impressed, by the way.
It was super impressive.
Even if he didn't make
you're like...
horny check. Sorry.
Because you're a minotaur.
Can I use the rest of my turn? Backhand. Oh, wait, take it.
And Pluck goes to coolly catch you. He's just
And that's why it takes the whole turn.
we're gonna actually throw that though. It's okay, I got one here.
Where did that go? Oh my god. It was in my shirt pocket. I thought I felt it go in there.
That's good.
It matches my shirt.
There we go. Yeah. Wurblin in this very cool, very awesome combo move after coming down from one of the most impressive attacks you've ever seen in your life, just smoothly takes his bracelet, flings it behind his back, and Pluck tries to complete the really cool music video but fumbles and fails.
Shit. I got it.
And Pluck spends his turn putting the bracelet back on his hand. You do have time for a bonus action if you'd like.
Why do I hang out with you lot?
It's I don't know. One day you'll figure it out.
It is your go.
Attacking small, visually pleasing people and weird birdmen does not make you brave.
He never was.
Take that back!
No!
Stop making fun of Duraxis!
Stop talking about yourself in the third person.
You were always too sensitive for mercenary work.
Pluck mimics the way he said that just exactly. He's like, stop making
as he zooms in on you.
oops.
And Pluck drew aggro.
What?
Can we just attack him with mockery and just like
He just gives up and cries. And just
Not the spell, just dialogue.
just regular.
Pluck, you are surprised attacked from behind. Oh.
Hey, stop.
Oh my god. Oh my. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. You're okay.
Does it sound like it's fine?
A goblin assassin attempts to do the exact same thing. And trips and falls on his knife. And dies.
Nailed it.
I turn around and just see this and go, I did that.
There's a
That was
pause.
me.
There's an awkward pause.
Oh, Peter.
That was very impressive.
Maybe you should have come to the recruitment meetings.
Let's just all ignore that happened. Okay? Just, if anyone asks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, the wait, no, I saw him. He's in here. He stabbed me. It hurt a lot.
Did the Birdman accidentally stab himself?
What?
I didn't see anyone.
I like turn around, there's like blood coming out of my crack. How would I have done that?
He's emo, but not that emo.
Careening through the earth. Deathmare explodes out of the ground. You see this huge ship before you, coming in very close, dangerously fast. Deathmare. Deathmare? Oh, okay, it's not Deathmare. Yeah, I'm sorry. Deathmare, without even blinking twice, just sort of collides into the hull of the ship, shattering the wood with his crazy demon horse face.
Oi!
You guys just see the wall next to you explode, and here comes Kovacs riding Deathmane. And Deathmane just sort of clomps down onto the wood, shattering bits and pieces of the stuff beneath his hooves. And you arrive on the scene, and you see what is happening around you.
I look down at Deathmane before I even realize what's going on. I'm just like, Deathmane, we need to go to the Inspire. Why are we here? What? And then I see you guys. Oh shit.
Daraxis, that's a good recruit, Kovacs. What's with the dead horse?
Oh, he's mine.
We need help.
Yes, I can see that.
Roland.
So I don't get any additional things to hit beyond what I roll. Is that
Aside from your proficiency bonus and your dex modifier.
Oh, I wasn't adding that.
You should probably do that.
I should have probably been doing that from episode 1.
Probably.
What do I add now?
Jesus. Zach.
Yeah, I'm bad at this game.
It's okay. Okay, so from now on, whenever you roll to attack, you add your proficiency bonus, right?
Proficiency is where?
Should have a box. It should be +2, +3, right?
Plus my dex modifier. Okay, I'm 25.
Yeah, you hit him. You hit him this time. You absolutely hit him.
So I've just been a weak boy this whole show.
Look, you've just been keeping yourself because you don't want to appear too overpowered.
Right.
That's all. You've just been holding back.
Cool. Attack!
Right. Kovacs, it is your turn.
I'm gonna hop off of Deathmane and pat him on the head and give him a little smack on the bottom.
He explodes into shards of bone aggressively everywhere.
Oi! Little warning, please!
It's like every time.
Like trying to collect some of the bones that fell. He's storing.
So I'm still looking like him, right?
Yes.
It's a 1.
Great.
Does he fall on his knife and die?
Kovacs saves the day.
Swing your sword completely with the intention of severing this bugbear's head, and you start channeling for the very first time this necromantic energy into your blade.
Oh, should I add that too?
Yes.
Damn it.
What? you say?
What was that? 1d6.
Yes, 1d8.
Oh, it was 8. Great. 3.
3. All right, so it was 14 total.
Yep.
You channel this necromantic energy into your blade. The first time you're doing it, so it's a little wonky. It's a little chaotic. You're trying to get the feel of it, right? You're trying to will it down the length of your blade, and you feel the energy just sort of start to. It's fighting you. It's fighting you. You've just never done this before. You know, it's first time jitters, right? First time necromancy jitters. So it causes the blade to go awry as you swing. The curve of the angle of it curves slightly due to the necromantic power, and you find it sliding off slightly askew and hitting Pluck. Pluck, you take 14 points of damage as you feel this terrible coldness through the blade cleave through part of your flesh at the shoulder.
Pluck looks at it and just goes,
It's awful.
"Oh." Welcome back, I guess.
Is this how you usually treat your friends?
No!
Ah, see, that's what it feels like.
He was actually my friend.
Peter was my friend, sort of.
Peter sucked.
We drank together.
Anyway, so you still...
And you don't have to tell me a straight answer here, but if I used that other thing that I can do with my weapon...
Oh, it's automatic if he dies of it.
Oh. Carry on.
It's a 1.
For the record, I'm already unconscious.
1, 2, 3, 4. You hear a creak, like a creaking behind you, and it's not the ringing in your ears from being hit by that large axe. You look just over your shoulder, and you see a goblin do this.
Just like...
He attempts to use his a cunning action, and he does, and you see him just scurry behind another row of captives.
So I don't get opportunity because it was the cunning action.
Yeah. Pluck, you do not feel the gentle, warming touch that you would expect from a paladin lay on hands. You feel this kind of bitter, acrid, kind of nauseating sensation run through your body. You feel your wounds start to close, but not in a very healing, very supportive way. You feel it almost burn itself shut, like this blue fire burns your wounds closed, and it is not a pleasant feeling. You are back up 25 health, however. Just feel kind of gross.
Pluck just kind of like gets up and like brushes some feathers off and just is looking at Kovacs.
Are we good?
Pluck's like little feathery finger.
What the hell? I was gonna save him.
Well, I just felt like things were dire, so I took action. And I felt bad.
Boom!
There we go.
20.
Oh,
I decapitate my target.
Tala, as you well know, is named the Executioner. This axe she holds that hums with this terrible, terrible power. It's almost instinct at this point. You see him clumsily come at you with one swing, right? You sidestep, and just like the good old days, oh look, someone's crouched down in front of you.
Presenting themselves.
Oh my, what do? Brenda? You see this black blade, this huge rune-etched black blade come down like a goddamn guillotine. Not even through his neck, through the part that connects his shoulders to the rest of his shoulders, through the plate mail itself, cleaving through like it was goddamn cheese, separating this part of himself from the rest. the body staggers and just falls. You hear, however, one last click as his body falls forward onto the plate in front of him that he was saving as a last resort.
I'm going to control undead this goblin.
All right, so it immediately stops eating.
I'm going to tell him to drown.
Drown yourself.
Livent.
Living.
The goblin's like... It doesn't really work, but he's trying.
As long as he's done.
Yeah.
It's the thought that counts.
Just notice her going like, ah! Like straight out of your costume. It falls to the side next to you. And for the first time, you see this massive abomination of an undead minotaur. Her legs fuse grotesquely into what appears to be another entirely different animal that's just grossly attached to her lower torso. I mean, it's
Can I say something to pluck from our view?
yeah.
Hey, is it wrong if I genuinely think she's ugly? Because that's a lot.
Hey man, she's into you, not me, so that's your problem. But every creature's beautiful in their own way. Even if they're fused with another beautiful creature.
And dead.
And dead.
Yet alive.
Yet alive.
Thanks, Pluck. I'm happy for you two.
You're gonna make such weird looking babies.
That was no conversation over. DM.
All right.
To do it through the flames. I think it would look cooler, and I think Warbling
do
could
it-
see me from the shore.
You do it through the flames, and
Yeah, I probably should have done that.
one of your slaves is lost in the fire. You hear a screaming noise as a straight plank catches onto one of the slaves' slave collars, and as you look back, thinking you've saved all of them, he's just sort of hanging by the neck on this plank, and he's on fire.
I don't think Warbling saw that.
If I haven't jumped yet, can I like jump this guy into the water?
And very quickly you see why. You start to hear the telltale noise of thundering, heavy steps through the city, and then you see them, golems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12 golems.
That's not how counting works.
It is now 12. So you don't know.
Wow, that is a huge undead minotaur.
Don't talk about me like I'm not here. My name is Tala, the Executioner.
Wonder why they call you that.
Because I did that really cool thing that nobody commented on the ship. Sorry, I'm not bitter about it.
But there were explosions, and he turns around. He's got this, he's got this white Santa beard and mustache, and he's, giving instructions to his men. And he glances back and sees that you are approaching, and he gives a little signal. He's like, "Oh, hey, hold on a second. The bad guys are here." Looks over to you. Hi, Werblund. Nice to see you again. How's the family? Oh, that's right. Sorry, touchy subject. Get those slaves on the ship. How are you doing?
Wormland, is this the guy?
What do you think?
Let's kill him.
As you approach, he's like, You notice behind him, every single cannon on his warships is pointed at you. I wouldn't be stupid if I were you. Let me guess. You escaped the prison ship because you wanted to rescue your little Lizzie. Is that right? Didn't you already try once? What made you think that you'd succeed this time?
Because one of your ships is at the bottom of the harbor.
Oh, I got plenty. Oh, was it the one with the slaves? Did you happen to rescue them?
Yes.
I'd like to collect them later if I could.
You won't.
We'll see about that. This is called...
What do you want for Lizzie?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we negotiating?
I'm offering.
Kill your friends.
They're
What
already
kind of
dead.
like scoots?
No, they're not. Okay, the others.
Why? What do you want from that?
Nothing.
What does that get
You
you?
said what you wanted for your daughter, and it would just be really funny to watch you kill your associates.
What would benefit you?
It would bring me pleasure.
The orphans were taken as slaves on his ship.
You don't know where the kids are, and you don't know where Pluck's babies are. You have not encountered them in the short time that you've gotten back to town.
So it is possible that them chanting about slaves at the beginning of the show is massive foreshadowing.
Oops.
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 Successant.
So that is...
This isn't as bad as I'd hoped.
It's around 200-something zombies.
And they're with you.
Hey, wait, look. Do a cartwheel.
They all sort of like attempt all at once, and just this domino effect of dead bodies just sort of like...
Limbs fall off. Like,
Isn't that
7
cool?
acrobatics.
No, listen, see, you're trying to do too much at once. Watch this. I command undead, one in the front, do a cartwheel. Do it right.
Right.
You're asking a lot of these zombies. The limberest one stands to attention and does a very impressive. He plants his rotting hands into the ground and launches himself over a tree proper and lands perfectly, shattering one knee, but in a perfect dismount. He rolled a natural 20. So, you know.
How's that for necromancy?
Wow. Hey, 76 gold each for this. Not you, you're dead. You don't need gold.
Quick maths over here.
that's very presumptive of you.
Yeah, I'll just give him his little pat on the butt to go away.
Explodes. You're just covered in this like ashy bone powder, like from face to toe. Gets in your mouth a little bit. It tastes like chalk.
Isn't he handy?
That's one word for it.
Chalky, maybe.
Right. And every time he explodes, either into or out of existence, the wailing of tortured souls can be heard in the room, cascading off the walls.
Ah, music to my ears.
Let's see. You in fact, as you walk down the steps, you see one of the cultists who's like, Oh, thank goodness you're here. He's been making us put these up nonstop. Look at these. And he turns one of the portraits around, and it's a picture of Dwight when he still had like a skeleton body, and he's sort of like doing one of these, you know.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. There's so many of these. Anyway, he's expecting you downstairs. I gotta get back to this.
I go up to him and, tap him kind of on the hip because I can't reach his shoulder.
Yeah.
Hi. Don't sign any contracts, okay?
I'm gonna try not to. He's so scary. And he just puts the art just right up on the wall as you pass.
That is remarkable.
That's actually a piece of fan art someone drew us. They rush over and they sort of like pat you on the shoulders like, oh, thank goodness, we thought the worst had happened. Are you all right? We heard there was a zombie apocalypse up top.
Yeah, it was her.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Like Porter going, do you have any idea how much energy living children have? I had to give them something to play with.
Dwight, children can consent to soul pacts.
They certainly are. It's not a soul pact, first of all. All right, you want the
just a
soul
pact.
pact, you have to work with me for a good long time. I don't just hand those out.
What's the bloody difference?
I don't own your soul, first of all. I just give you some work benefits. You're welcome.
So what's the downside?
What downside? We're trying to save the world.
The room with a lock.
I could just lock your cave. Or do you just need a gnome cave?
No, excuse me.
Well, I don't know. Gnomes require small caves.
I grew up in a giant cabin.
Oh, okay, giant compared to you. I got that. Okay, it's giant cavern. Yes, the answer is yes.
Thank you.
You have adventured enough to know the composition of what he's making. He's literally crafting you your own dungeon.
What do you mean dungeon? Like,
when adventurers go dungeon delving, right?
Aha! We're the bad guys.
You are being crafted. Exterior of the ground above the Death Star. He's like,
oh, what do you want the entrance to your building to look like?
Intimidating.
Well, that's vague.
It should say, not the secret hideout on the door.
There could be like gargoyles with like swords.
And a great big skull. And the mouth opens and forms a door.
Ooh.
All right.
Sorry, that just came to me. I don't know.
That was inspired.
What's gotten into me lately?
Dear Trixie girl, I am leaving you a snack. Snack pops out of the letter. Snack is official ambassador to Anya while Anya is away. Tall man is good mate for you. Little culture man very angry. Do not touch. And chicken is chicken. Make sure you tell chicken, Anya will always think of him as chicken boy. I have lead on potential mate and plan for a world domination. You can be slave of honor if you treat Snake well. And it's signed, Dazvidanya.
Oh, I hug it and I hug Snake.
Snake is like, you don't understand Snake.
No.
Unfortunately. There is the, I know we've already said not the secret hideout, but there is the task of naming the structure.
Brenda 2.
Veto.
That was an Anya suggestion.
Just think about it for a second.
The erection. What's so funny?
We'll get an email about that tomorrow. You can't name your dungeon the erection.
What if we make it fancy and cultured, like La Erección?
That's not real.
It's an old language from back when I was around. It's a dead language
Ye
now.
old erection.
The old. Yeah.
thanks, Hunter.
You know, we're gonna have that in your back pocket, guys. The old direction, but
I feel like the building wouldn't be
Pending
impressive. It'd be kind of like
approval.
tilting and goes to half.
but just in case, on the off chance we're not allowed to keep that name. I know.
X-nay on the erection, Eric.
It's time to stop.
It's called Dark and Dicey.
How about totally not the erection?
What if we called it the under dicey?
The under dicey. That is certainly a name I'm writing down. For purposes. With a very strong lock, so you can have your private time.
I just started inspecting it and like sticking a pick lock into it.
Oh, you find that you have the key to it. Like
I know. I'm
oh, you're just practicing your.
I'm trying to figure out if somebody else could do it.
It's actually pretty difficult. Seeing how it's not made of metal and it's organic, you just you stick it in and you hear a squish.
Oh, it's been years since I've seen one of these.
And Dwight just sort of like emotions for the pretty cook is like,
There, now you can have your home back. Get out of mine.
and the pretty cook's like,
Okay, is there a functioning kitchen?
and Dwight's like,
Oh, living people. Okay, give me a second.
and he just sort of carves out this backspace with like this. He somehow gets this oven to form. Like there's a like little system to catch fire under this oven that uses human molars that kind of like crash together and with sparks, and it like a little fire appears so you can cook. And the pretty cook is like,
That is some fucked up shit.
Does anyone have that?
How many of you don't even know your own names?
Sass is like, oh, not me, I know mine. And the others are like, it's weird that it hasn't come up till now.
Oh no, I'm just in the corner like shaking my head.
They're all just like, it's kind of weird that we don't have names, you know? What do we usually call each other? Worth of one.
If you don't have a name, come up with one. Because what I'm going to teach you is that true power comes from oneself.
My name is Explosion Murder King.
Your name is Explosion Murder King. And don't you ever forget that.
Explosion Murder.
That is the old
It's
erection.
literally his middle name.
This'll work. Come, young protege. I have much to teach you.
Take the narcoleptic child to the forge.
There's gonna be so many flags on this episode.
You know what? Let's let it play it out. You've taken the narcoleptic child to the forge. What happens now?
Is the other dude there?
Ironhoof? No, he's gone off to collect supplies and just start to set things up. It's just you and this child in this terrifying forge of nightmares.
I guess I start showing this like passed out kid stuff, hoping that she will wake up.
You just start forging random
like-
stuff and hoping the noise wakes her.
I'll be like, so like I think maybe she's just being like, I don't know narcolepsy. I just assume she's being willful, and I appreciate that because she reminds me of me when I was a young Ironhoof. So I'm like, I feel like I need to show her something interesting enough for her to wake up.
Okay.
So I'm like
Okay.
hammering stuff, throwing it into the flaming mouth.
Okay. All right, she's good. There's a roll I'm gonna have to make here for when this child wakes up.
Is it a narcolepsy roll?
No. That's a con save.
Have you just this entire campaign in the background, this one narcoleptic child you've been making con saves for her?
Just behind the scenes. Yep. Now she's asleep.
She's awake and fair hunt.
No one else needs to know that, but I know that.
They're all at the death scar, but this child just fell asleep.
That's right. That's what's most important. She fell asleep during breakfast. Anyway.
Well, now we have a breakfast nook for her to curl up in.
It's true. It's true. Okay.
I've never seen you react to a roll like that.
I'd like to view this very beautiful natural 20 I just rolled for this child.
I can't tell if this is a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah.
So as you're working away at this forge,
Explaining stuff to a sleeping child.
there's this strange quietness. You know, there's no snoring, there's no whatever. And by the time you turn back, you see this enraptured child, just like literally osmosisizing everything you're doing with this screaming head forge. You know, she's like.
She's the one we're gonna have to like look out for.
Even you're like, oh, that's a little unnerving. You didn't,
no screams, no nothing.
nothing. Just like watching you. Can you teach me to do that?
Yes, I can. I get excited because I feel like this is the first time since I've come back that somebody actually like is paying attention to me.
And then she asks, "How do you make the face scream when you hit the metal?"
You mean like this? And then I do the thing that makes the face scream.
And she's like, "Good."
Let's go.
With the horse, please.
Deathmane.
Even Dwight's like. As Captain Allhaven is getting their attention, all eyes are on you as, you sort of like, you do one of these. The zombie is very clearly in front of you. You're like, oh no! And you looked away at the last second, and you're like, oh, this guy! Ah, and it's like stuck in his collarbone. It's like, oh, why?
I'm so sorry!
That's exactly how you say it. I'm so sorry, guys. And like, the problem is, the zombies are just not very intelligent. So as you cleave into him, the zombie, he's like, it takes very long time for him to die. Stands up, shuffles over another direction.
All right. I'm going to start hacking through.
Kovacs just steps up and swings a sword, and he gets a zombie, but the zombie was very close to one of the soldiers, and you just hacked one of the soldiers' heads right off.
Wait, can I?
I can fix that.
Release him from your control, evil Minotaur!
No!
I told you we were under attack. They brainwashed my comrades. We have to take them down.
Okay.
They're under my control. That's why they're killing your men.
I am Death Tyrion, Death Phoenix.
They're getting ready to whatever this fight's about to be. You hear a piercing, almost scream, almost ear scraping, cacophonic scream, right? And you hear the beating of wings.
Uh-oh.
From the sky, you see this golden armored form slide down amidst the soldiers.
No.
Blonde, golden tinted skin, right? Massively heavy plated, enormous warhammer. On her left leg, and you'll be with this because that's the last place you took a swipe at her. What leg was below the knee has been severed and is now replaced by a pure black adamantium blade. And that's where we'll stop.
She yelling anything?